Hey guys, welcome back to Call of Duty tips and tricks number 2. Today we're doing 30 quick Call of Duty Warzone tips to help you get better at the game. Before we go into these, make sure you click the top link in the description to enter our Modern Warfare 2 campaign remastered giveaway. Best of luck with this. So we're going to try and pop these 30 tips out as quick as we can. So let's go. Tip number 1, open doors quietly. Aiming down sights while you interact means that the enemies can't hear you barge in through the door, giving you that kind of stealth sneak up on them. UAVs are probably the best thing you can buy. I highly recommend buying UAVs over self-revives if you don't already have a UAV. Explosives are great against vehicles, so they've recently upped the RPG doesn't do as much damage now to vehicles, but claymores and the bouncing berries can still do serious damage. It's worth picking these up and whenever you see them, setting them down and then picking up your lethal again. A sound plays whenever a player has been revived. So if you've downed someone and you hear like a noise, like a signal, that means that an enemy is actually being revived. Pushing players as a team seems to work well, as you can heal so fast. So one of the things about Warzone is you automatically regen health. You can use this to your ability, as well as you only need 4 armor plates. Sniper glint is from 4 times scopes and up. If you want to avoid giving off your sniper glint, you can always use precision airstrike binoculars to get a look at someone in the distance, and then you can put them away again. If you cut your parachute, you can shoot, but keeping in mind you will then have to re-pull your parachute whenever you go to land again. Recon contracts show you the next circle, and you can stack these multiple times and you can see as far as the final circle, giving you so much of an advantage if you want to play the final circle early. A yellow flare means that a player is actually capturing one of these recon contracts, and a red flare means that someone is actually buying back their team from that shop. Pre-game lobby allows you to gain XP and weapon XP, so whenever you're in the pre-game lobby, shoot as many people as you can, especially for you free-to-play players. If you want to level up a gun, this is probably the best thing you should do. The Gulag flag, when it spawns, the first person to stand that can get fully healed. That's only for the person that first touches it. A second loadout drop will overwrite your first perks. So for example, if you pick Overkill in your first class and you see another recon drop, it's probably worth getting a class with Ghost and then picking up your secondary weapon. I might have already mentioned this, but picking up bouncing berries and claymores and setting them down and then picking up your original lethals is worth doing. You can go into third person view while parachuting. This will give you a better view of the area, see where enemies are landing, and yeah, pretty good all around. If a teammate and you're in the same gulag, you can pretty much see the enemy and give callouts. This has been very useful very many times for me playing the game. It's very worth sharing money and ammo, so on the PC you can press tab, and I'm not sure the button on the console, but it's worth just spreading out the money and spreading out the ammo. Personally, I think it's good to avoid using cars, especially if you're not going for aggressive. If you can run, I think it's better, because the vehicles light up red on the map. That's my opinion. The square minimap is slightly bigger than the round one. 100% should be using the square minimap for that extra bit of view. Subtitles. So if you turn on subtitles, you might actually be able to see the subtitle of an enemy close to you without actually hearing their character speak. Super useful. You can also gain weapon XP by completing contracts, as well as the pre-game lobby. Your first parachute auto deploys, so what that means is if you drop in, don't hit the deploy button at all, your parachute will still pull. Picking up bounty contracts, you don't actually need to kill the player, because it's good as like a one-man UAV as well. If another team kills your bounty, you still get a bit of money, so it's pretty worth. Scavenger contracts, whether you drop in fresh to a new game or if you respawn, are really good for getting you loot really quick. Fast fire rate and big mag. So whenever you're creating a class or picking up a gun, they're the two things that you want to keep in mind. Essentially, fire rate is really good for taking out armor in Warzone, and then obviously a big mag because there's such there's so much damage you need to actually do to someone. I think the best lethal or tactical in the game is the heartbeat sensor. As long as an enemy isn't running ghost, you'll see them on your heartbeat sensor up to 50 meters in front of you. Always look for the team wipe pop-up. So if you're fighting a squad and one of your team see team wipe, that means you've completely wiped that squad and might be safe. But obviously you could still get third partied. Use recon drones. So yeah, you can pick up a recon drone. One person in your team can fly around, survey the area, and see if there's any enemies around you. Very useful. You can exit it whenever you want. Gas mask lets you survive for 15 seconds without taking damage. Super useful. Maybe you want to try and flank in the gas, or if you're running, or if you want to kind of lurk just outside a final circle. And finally, it is always worth buying armor plates. Always try and have 5 armor plates on you. It only costs 1,500 in the store. Get them bought. Okay guys, we somehow did that in under 5 minutes. So hopefully some of these tips you didn't know and they will help you. Guys, that's been 30 quick tips for Call of Duty Warzone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.